yes. We're gonna be doing a read for the earth sign, opening the table, opening up the energy. Thank you for coming back. We're doing a read for the earth signs. Thank you for coming back. Let's see what messages. Interesting. Let's just put them back on the deck. I'm not ready. So once again, opening the deck. Excuse me, opening the table. Okay. There's messages that are just jumping out that I want to be known. Okay. Okay, it's okay. We're not gonna read them, but I am gonna look at them because I'm curious. Thank you, Source. Thank you for allowing this read. This is going to be for the Earth sign, to the stars, to the galaxy, to the universe, to God Almighty. Thank you for allowing this read. Do you see what I'm saying? Take them. Take them, though. We're taking them. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Okay? I see here that the hangman, it's on the reverse. Okay? Seems like they're coming out of suspension. Okay? The hangman usually hangs on that thread. Okay? On that rope. Upside down. Is coming out of suspension. Okay? I'm going to leave it just like so. Right here. Okay? We're going to take the next card. Wow. Thank you, Source, for allowing this read. Thank you for this moment, this time. Okay, as we get the rest of the cards. Guys, you go fast forward. Okay. Oh, interesting. So I see a theme here, but I don't want to assume. Because it's looking kind of better than I thought. Okay, I don't want to assume. Because I feel like I need to take it, and I'm going to take them cards. And for the bottom of the deck, let's go. Okay? We have the Eight of Cups. Okay? Let's go in. This is very interesting. Very emotional. Very up and down, I see. Okay? So once again, the hangman is leaving suspension. Or climbing down from suspension. There's a moment of not betrayal or heartbreak. Okay? Wanting to seek it from within, okay, wanting to see reaching to your inner self, seeking for guidance, seeking for knowledge, seeking for your intuitive messages, whether through spirit, through dreams, and having a higher understanding of what's happening here. Okay? Because something that was nostalgia, it's no longer. Okay? Something that felt very comforting to you, it's no longer. Okay? So, from heartache, betrayal, rejection, from one point being suspended, waiting, now as you having a realization or see the delays or just basically sacrificing your time for others or other things has been filling you or making you feel unfulfilled or stuck. The suspension that you once were at was actually a blessing in disguise. Now, this is very interesting. So, this blessing in disguise and the suspension that you were at, now you have a realization. So, the subconscious is asking you to listen to self, your inner knowing, your gut. Okay, you need to pay attention or pay closer attention to any messages that are coming in, request dreams to come in for you, request to the planets, to the stars, to God Almighty to send you those messages that you're looking for, those answers that you're looking for. And that's what you're doing now. Okay. Look within, inward, for that love, for that attention, for everything, that knowledge. Okay. Because here we have something that has to do with nostalgia. It has to do with back to the nostalgia part. This is something that you once wanted, okay? That you once needed in your life. And, you know, it has been feeling, you have been feeling a little bit down and out, okay? You were looking at things with rose colored glasses, okay? You may, or maybe so that you're working through childhood traumas, and maybe the past is coming back in, and we don't want those things, right? Maybe the past, the childhood traumas are coming back in, okay? And you're feeling, if you don't watch out, you're gonna feel trapped once again. Maybe, working through, living through the past, it's no longer working for you. So the suspension that you were in, you have to work through this. You have to see a better way of doing things, a better way out, okay? Because at the end of the day, the bottom of the foundation here, the bottom of the deck, the underlying problem will be your deeper purpose, your deeper purpose in everything and throughout the whole process. This is deep, guys. So, time to reevaluate once again your life, where you at, where you are, where you headed, okay? And strive for a better path for yourself, especially if you're feeling unfulfilled, okay? There's something that's calling out to you to chase that joy. And to chase the joy, even if it's not clear to you right now, even if it doesn't make sense to others, even if it doesn't make sense to yourself. But there's a victory. There's a victory moment of just leaping ahead and just, okay. Right? Like, why not? Like, why not? Why hold on to things from your childhood traumas that were never working out for you? Or from the past that has no purpose for you now? You need to process those wounds, okay? Have compassion for self. And also treat yourself like you're that hurt child back in time. And forgive yourself. Ask for forgiveness. Accept yourself for whatever happened. Accept yourself for who you are. This is how you're going to be able to move forward. Victory. Once again, victory. Moving forward, okay? Leaping forward. Leaving anything that did not work out for you and just reach for a higher self, the higher you, a higher knowing of you. Just unlimited optimism, okay, and just letting things just go, like the Five of Swords. What is the Five of Swords? The Five of Swords is anyone that's trying to battle you, okay? Anyone that's trying to, like, get in your way, or, or stop you from moving forward, okay? Anyone that is trying to be the naysayer, the one that, oh, is, or maybe it's yourself, that you're working through these emotions, right? Maybe you're in survival mode, okay? But also, as you're having that victory, remember that, what's the sense of like winning at all costs if you're going to be by yourself, right? So you're in fully like survival mode because maybe it's your ego. Maybe you're driven by fear. Maybe you're driven by fear or your ego and afraid of like losing control. But here, there's wins, 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 right? Because you have a victory moment. But remember, in losing the battle, or if you win the battle, you're gonna win. If you lose the battle, excuse me, letting go of the battle, at what cost? I hear at what cost? Then you have a wish come true. If you're always in a state of conquest and always trying to win, 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 there's nothing wrong with that. But you're burning yourself out, especially if you're running with like ego or fear of losing control. What's the upside of that? You also have here the nine, another nine. They got the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, okay? You're in the self defensive, okay? Then you also have the Ace of Wands. There's new clarity coming in. And then you have the Sun, which is abundance, success. You have victory, abundance, success, okay? But you were self-defensive, okay? Because you had to, okay? About this victory that you wanted, okay? There were other people in your way. They were drinking. There was a lot of drinking going on. But you have this wish come true. You have this abundance. You have success coming in. Someone came in with clarity. You were self-defensive, and you must have had come in with clarity, okay? There were partying. People were celebrating before time, okay? You came in with clarity. You definitely have the mindset and the strength and the power to take things on. There's a moment of rest and meditation and restoration, I hear. 11 on the clock. There's something that you're creating that is abundant, okay? Watch out for temptation from others. But you're starting something new, okay? With a new way of doing it, a new spark, a new creative way. You are going to be judged, okay? But you were judged, and then they backstabbed you. because of this creative project that you had. Wow. You were judged and backstabbed. Okay. You were abundant working on something, creating something for yourself. Okay. Interesting. You have success. At the end of the day, you have victory, you have success. You have this new spark, you have this new you filled up your own cups basically. You're filling up your own cups and you're doing things your own way. You have this creative spark in front of you. Yep, that's what I see. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, again, you have this deeper purpose that's brooding within yourself. You are trying the best way how to implement your plans into action. You have your own journey to worry about. You need to start fueling or feeding that soul, that creative soul that you have. You know, you your own entrepreneur. You know what you want. You left the ugliness behind you, moving to the creative spark that you want for yourself. This journey for yourself. Okay? And it's a beautiful thing, okay? And you know what? Maybe things are not on the up and up, but things will be. You have success here. And again, you have the victory that I see here as well. And you know what? You don't have to answer to no one. Okay? You created your own journey for yourself. Created a new journey for yourself and how to do things the right way for you. Okay? That harvest and dedication, the routine that you're creating for yourself is going to be working out for you. So you just had to acknowledge that you were no longer going to be hanging there for these folks, things, or whatever they were. And step by step, you're going to be creating your own journey. This incremental progress is there. And you're going to see it. You're going to see it. You're seeing it at this moment. Let's see what Source has for you in the Oracle deck. Okay, card 41. Convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. Love that card. Okay. And you're going to hear me say love that card because for every read, the right tarot card always comes out. Thank you, Source. Thank you. To the heavens, to the skies, to God Almighty. Thank you. Card 43. Okay. We had card 41. 4 and 1 is 5. 43 is 7. 4 and 3 is 7. Setting up parameters. Okay. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your personal present relationships. Okay? Once again, setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. Okay? Love it. Goes hand in hand with the read, guys. Thank you, Source. Thank you. I am glad that I'm able to give you this message. Okay. So your last card is card 32. 3 and 2 is 5. Once again, we have another 5. So we have 5, 7, 5. Okay. Here we go. Total submersion. Okay. Don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy and you may find that that your life has been, excuse me, let me try that one more time. Okay, let me try total submersion. Okay, don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy, and you may find where your life has been lagging. Okay, guys, this has been your read from 1111 Universal Connection. Thank you once again for being here. Okay, drop a like, share, closing out the table, closing out the energy. Many blessings. Thank you. Bye bye.